Google is actually changing its mind on one of the most controversial Android rules they announced this year. They said that starting next year, Android would block users from installing apps made by unverified developers. People were very angry about this because it basically meant sideloading would be dead. Power users, indie developers, and Android fans felt like Google was slowly turning Android into iOS. But today, Google backed down a bit. They announced a new thing called an advanced flow. This is basically a special option that lets experienced users install apps from unverified developers if they really want to. Google will show clear warnings, explain the risks, and make sure you understand what you're doing, but they will still let you choose. This is a huge change, because before this, the only way to install unverified apps would have been ADB. And yes, ADB is simple for people who know tech, but it's annoying and slow. You need a PC, cables, commands, all that stuff. People were frustrated because they just wanted to install an APK quickly. Some tools like Shizuku could help, but even those felt like hacks that Google might block anytime. Now with this new advanced flow, sideloading stays alive. Power users get their freedom, and normal users stay protected. Google says they made this change to protect people from scams, especially in countries where scammers trick victims into installing fake bank verification apps. Once installed, these apps steal your data, your messages, and even your two-factor authentication codes. Google wants to stop that by making developers verify their identity. That way, if a scammer's app gets banned, they can't just create a new account instantly. But this verification system creates another problem. It makes life harder for hobby developers, students, and small creators. So Google is creating a special type of developer account that doesn't need the $25 fee and has easier requirements. But there's a catch. This type of account can only distribute apps to a limited number of devices. They cannot upload apps to any app store. It's good for learning, but not good for anyone who wants to share their app widely. Google also said developers who distribute apps only outside the Play Store are already getting invites to start verifying their identity. Developers who use the Play Store will get their invites next year, starting November 25th, 2025. Right now, we still don't know what the advanced flow will look like. Google didn't show anything. But it should be easier than ADB and much simpler than using external tools. The goal is to make a safe but still flexible system, something that stops scammers but still respects the freedom that Android users love. This is honestly a good move from Google. They protect beginners and non-tech users from dangerous apps, they give power users a clear way to sideload, and they give indie developers at least some path to continue working. The real question is how strict the advanced flow will be. If it's just a couple of warning screens, then great. If it becomes a long, complicated process, then people will be angry again. For now, this is a win for the Android community. It shows that when people push back, Google sometimes listens. And they say they'll share more details in the coming months, so when that happens, I'll break it down again in simple, clear English.